Did you know that an explosion on Mercury could potentially wipe out half the solar system? It might sound like pure science fiction, something out of a blockbuster space thriller, but the truth is, our solar system is more fragile and interconnected than we often realize. One planet's catastrophe could have ripple effects stretching across millions of kilometers. So today, we're going to explore the shocking, fascinating, and chilling possibility of Mercury exploding, and what that could mean for the rest of us. Mercury, the smallest and innermost planet in our solar system, often gets overlooked in favor of its flashier neighbors, like the mysterious Mars or the massive Jupiter. But don't be fooled. Mercury may be small, but it's dense, volatile, and dangerously close to the Sun. It zips around the Sun at breakneck speed, nearly 48 kilometers per second, and its iron-rich composition makes it one of the most metal-heavy planets in our solar system. But what if that very composition made it unstable? What if some unknown force, cosmic or internal, triggered a catastrophic explosion? Let's break this down. To understand how Mercury could explode, we need to examine three key factors: its composition, its environment, and possible triggers. First, the composition. Mercury is essentially a giant metal ball. Around 70% of its mass is made up of metallic elements, with a disproportionately large iron core making up about 85% of the planet's radius. Scientists believe this core might still be partially molten. Combine that with Mercury's lack of atmosphere, which offers no protection from solar radiation or cosmic impacts, and you've got a ticking time bomb, at least in theory. Now, the environment. Mercury endures some of the most extreme temperature fluctuations in the solar system. Daytime highs can reach 430 degrees Celsius (800 degrees Fahrenheit), while nighttime lows plummet to minus 180 degrees Celsius minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit. This constant expansion and contraction causes massive stress on the planet's crust. Over millions of years, this could lead to major structural weaknesses beneath the surface. So what could trigger the explosion? One possibility, a massive asteroid impact, like the one that wiped out the dinosaurs on Earth. Only this time, the result wouldn't be an extinction event on a single planet, it could mean the disintegration of Mercury itself. Another possibility? A runaway internal reaction, similar in concept to a nuclear meltdown, could destabilize the core. Or, perhaps a sudden and violent release of built-up geothermal or magnetic energy. While rare, these types of events do occur in other celestial bodies in different forms, like volcanic eruptions on Jupiter's moon Io or tectonic shifts on Earth. So let's imagine this: Mercury explodes. What actually happens next? The explosion would be unlike anything we've ever observed. Billions of tons of rock and metal would be ejected into space at hypervelocity. The initial shockwave would race outward through the solar system, slamming into Venus in a matter of days, Earth shortly after. If enough debris reaches us, it could puncture our atmosphere, ignite global firestorms, and plunge Earth into darkness. Planet-wide earthquakes, climate collapse, and mass extinction are all on the table. But it's not just about debris. The gravitational balance of the inner solar system would be thrown into chaos. Mercury plays a small but important role in the Sun's gravitational dance. Removing it, especially in such a violent fashion, could cause ripple effects in the orbits of Venus, Earth, and Mars. Slight changes in gravitational pull could shift orbital paths, making seasons unstable, altering tides, or in extreme cases, causing planetary collisions over millennia. The Sun itself could also be affected. If a significant portion of Mercury's mass fell into the Sun, it might not be able to handle the sudden addition of material smoothly. Solar flares, magnetic storms, and radiation bursts could spike. This could damage satellites, knock out global communications, and strip away protective atmospheric layers on Earth. And it doesn't end there. The asteroid belt could be hit with debris, sending rocks careening in all directions, potentially triggering secondary collisions or disruptions in that region of space. Even gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn, although much further out, could eventually feel subtle shifts in their gravitational environments. Now here's the climax, the real kicker. Scientists believe that some celestial events in the distant past may have already involved planetary-scale destruction. There's a theory that a planet once existed between Mars and Jupiter, and that its remains now form what we call the asteroid belt. If Mercury were to explode, we could witness a repeat of this cosmic obliteration, with vastly more dangerous consequences for a now inhabited solar system. From a technological standpoint, such an event would test every system we have. Space agencies would scramble to track debris, redirect satellites, and prepare Earth's infrastructure for impact. It might even accelerate humanity's plans for colonizing Mars or building lunar bases, seeking refuge beyond Earth. In a sense, Mercury's explosion could be both the greatest disaster and the greatest wake-up call our species has ever experienced. So, what have we learned? While the idea of Mercury exploding is deeply hypothetical, the science behind it is sound in its core assumptions. Mercury is a dense, volatile planet under constant stress, and if the right, or wrong, conditions came together, the consequences would reach far beyond its orbit. It reminds us how interconnected our solar system truly is, and how even the smallest planet can influence everything else. If this concept blew your mind, just wait until you see our next deep dive, the most volatile planets in the solar system, where we explore which celestial bodies are ticking time bombs just waiting to go off. And we want to hear from you. What do you think would really happen if Mercury exploded? Let's speculate together in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more space-driven explorations, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a cosmic story.